we go. 120.
Don't get nervous.
What's your son?
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Slam.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive.
Down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Jordan Richards the one there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very...
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Jim.
Now Wentz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. first and 10, it's Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The numbers for Sanders last week: 9 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. We're scoreless after 1. To throw is Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing is Jackson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
And along with the rest of his offensive mates, here comes Zach Ertz. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and the 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him, right, as opposed to trying to force it. That's probably the right idea and the right attitude. So game situation, play calling will dictate things. Now, how does he get there once he tries to get hot? Formations, route running, trying to get mismatches for him, different types of routes he will run downfield, short, medium, long. All those things will come into play as he tries to get to that magical number.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz again. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well.
It got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Let's go.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
From the gun on third down, wins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Sanders. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On play action, Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go, baby.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Again, it's Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, You just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Again, it's Edwards. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check 99. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Jackson will keep it, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now Wentz and the Eagles down by 10. 1:52 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
23 yards the pickup there. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Wentz.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Wentz to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Get ready, get ready.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season.
Ladies and gentlemen,